What's going on, guys? I've been sick for the past 5 days, but trust and believe I have been playing Final Stand Remastered. I am an OG Final Stand player. I made so many slots, I needed extra accounts just to make more slots, which is exactly why I'm split between loving this game and also not enjoying it at all. And trust me, the nostalgia is here. So in this video, just know we're going to talk about the good, the bad, and the terrible, the much worse, because it's definitely here. I love Snake World. I love the games he's made, but overall, we can't sit here and act like this is an amazing game. This game honestly needed another 2 years. I think what you'll find in this video is that I'm not here to trash talk this game at all, but Final Stand Remastered is exactly why you should be happy that RelSeas isn't out yet. This is what I mean when I say that I don't want a game if it is not at least 60 to 80% complete. And with all the updates happening with Final Stand Remastered right now, it kind of makes you wonder what was tested on if now everything is being fixed. Let's talk. As we get into this, thank you guys so much for all the love you've been showing me. I haven't made that many videos, but the amount of views and comments and people messaging me is amazing, and I appreciate you guys so much for watching. So now let's talk. Let's talk about the good first. There's a lot that was done right, and I think the testers had a lot to do with that. Potentially, maybe, I don't know. I haven't been behind the scenes, but the good is actually what makes this game so cool. Final Stand, for those of you who remember or maybe don't remember, was one of the greatest Roblox games ever, along with one of the greatest Dragon Ball Z games to ever touch the platform, and honestly, in my opinion, next to Dragon Ball Online Generations, it actually is. Now, with that said, if Dragon Ball Online Generations comes back with their own remaster, I don't know which one will take over. Actually, I do. It'll be Online Generations. Starting with the good, obviously the visuals are so much better. I mean, hands down, if we compare the two games, from the lighting, the shadows, the depth of the actual planet that we're on for Earth, it's done a lot better. My game is running smoother than it ever has versus the other one. Obviously, the lag is still a lot, but the game's running better, right? That's what matters. Second, I think the character models they're just okay. I was expecting a little bit more, but also it's a remaster, so they do look better. The combat is smoother. I love how smooth the key moves feel as well, especially when you're charging it up to release a bigger blast. That is done really well. But yeah, visually, from the clouds to everything added, the extra missions are chill. The combat is actually cleaner. I know a lot of people don't like it, but honestly, guys, this combat is so much better than what we've had before, and it is smoother. Now, the hitboxes sometimes are off. That I will say, that's something small that can be fixed. A lot of these things can be fixed. I do love how much more experience you gain from just fighting other people. I think that's one thing that the original Final Stand had, but was missing more of, so now we have an incentive to beat each other up. Overall, that's kind of what makes the game good. Everything's smoother, there's extra missions. I don't know if you know this, but you can get to level 16 before you even have to fight anybody, and that's free to play. And I'll show you all those missions as well in another video. Now, that's everything that's good. And when I say it in that way, it's kind of because I'm also disappointed for everything that's not as good. Now, these things are fixable, but again, I wish the game wasn't released yet because of how much work has to be done. Right now, Final Stand's doing great on numbers. It's averaging between 6,000 to 11,000 players. I don't know how long this will last if things do not change. And also it depends on when Snake World releases the next update or Planet Namek. If anything, I would like to see maybe Namek and Otherworld. That way we can have 2 places to go, and it won't just feel like, oh, new place, go grind till you die. New place, grind till you die, right? So hopefully he can release 2. So getting into the bad. Next thing, there is no combat tutorial. I know Final Stand Remastered is for a lot of us OG players, but now Roblox has a lot of new players and a lack of content. And that's something that you have to be prepared for as a developer. When there's such dry content on Roblox, everyone will flock to you. And we did. And here the anime community is, especially new players, and we're all saying, why is this game so not complete, so not ready? It doesn't make sense after how many years they've had to work on the game, why you would release it at this stage. And with all the updates happening and needing to happen, I feel like it was kind of like, oh, we have the visuals done, great, we have the sound effects done, we have the music, let's release it, without working on the actual mechanics of the game. Fully, I'll say fully. They have done work. One thing we cannot deny is that they haven't done the work. So honestly, again, I'm split on this because on the one hand, I love the challenge of the game now, but also the fact that a Cyberman is offering a 4-for-4, a 2-piece combo every time I fight one. I shouldn't have to cheese every single villain before I approach them, right? There's not truly a balance on the aggro as well. So there's also that, like, aggravating so many people at once on accident, you're screwed. And now we're gonna get to what everybody's freaking out on, and I understand why. It's the XP loss and the Zenny loss on death. I know we want this to change, but guys, sadly, it's not gonna change. I looked at the update today in Discord. The only time that you're going to not see XP and Zenny loss is in dungeons now when you die in a dungeon, which breaks my heart because honestly, we're not even getting enough experience or Zenny to make up for how much we're losing, right? If we're losing 10%. And as somebody who likes to stack their Zenny, it's kind of heartbreaking to lose 10% of it. Obviously, I can get it back if I'm doing like if I just feel like grinding. Zenny, I don't mind as much, but that's just me. It's the XP loss that makes no sense. You should only lose XP once in one mission. You know what I'm saying? Like when I first did the kill 40 Cybermen quest, 20 greens, 20 blues, the amount of times I died because I took the mission on too early and the NPCs were like, I don't even know. They were beating the life out of me. I died so many times in the beginning because I was too low of a level that I lost all my experience and all my Zenny. And I feel like you should only lose your XP and Zenny one time in one quest. Sure, maybe 2 times, but after that, there should be a cap on how many times you can lose XP and Zenny in a mission. But also, it makes you afraid to approach missions when you don't think you can win, or maybe you have doubts because you're trying to save up for your transformation or a new move you really want and you can't get it. One, because you can't buy it till you're that level, which also I think should change because you should be able to spend your money as you make it. Otherwise, you're just saving up money to get attacked by another player, to get killed if you accidentally aggro a boss, anything like that. And now for the hyperbolic time chamber. Let's be real, the hyperbolic time chamber is such false advertising. It literally said every 24 hours. And now that you're playing it, apparently, I've heard so many different things. Nobody knows how to use this hyperbolic time chamber. Some people say, oh, you can't play the game for 3 days, which I hope it's not that, because why would you punish your players for wanting to play your game more? That makes zero sense. I don't know, maybe you have to be on another slot and then you can come back to it, but not everybody has Robux to buy another slot right now. We are given such little descriptions on everything in the game. Tell us about Sensus, tell us about capsules, tell us about the hyperbolic time chamber. If you wanted to release a brand new game, sure, that's one thing. Work on everything, develop the entirety of the system as a whole, make it better. I love Final Stand, I love the nostalgia I got when I played it again. I even went and played the original Final Stand and it was great. It really, really was. I'm torn with this game. I think they did great work on the game in terms of how it looks, how it handles, right? Everything visually is awesome, but at the same time, it's not done. This is an incomplete remaster and that's what makes me upset. If you're gonna remaster the game, release the remaster because it's done and because it's great and because it'll elevate what was originally played. There's not enough missions for us to sit here and grind, down to just being in the shop. Some of the actual images telling you what the form is aren't even complete. That's why I like the Row Brothers. That's why I like Alpharex, because they care about the details and don't break the game that was already great, that was already hitting #1 previously on Roblox, that was already the #1 Dragon Ball Z game. You had the key to making another great Dragon Ball Z game in terms of a remaster, and I don't feel like all the work was done, and this is why I'm glad Rail Seas isn't out yet. Let me know your thoughts. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.